All right, folks, how many of you out there are currently getting 7.5 hours of sleep? Because I'll tell you straight up, I am not one of them. I do not come anywhere close to that 7.5 hours of sleep, that 8 hours that has been prescribed to so many of us. And so, what I want to talk to you today is not how do we optimize sleep quantity or length, but how do we optimize sleep quality? How do we guarantee or put more emphasis on the sleep that we are receiving that is it's the most restorative deep sleep as possible? That's the magic sauce. That to me is a practical approach that we can leverage, because I'll tell you this right now, promoting and really preaching the 7.5 hours is great. But us on prevention over prescription, we also want to be realistic. Some of you are moms and dads of 3 kids, 4 kids, 2 kids, busy life, professionals, trying to balance the day to day. But to guarantee to get that 7.5 hours, that 8 hours of sleep, to me, for many of us, is not realistic. And I was motivated to do this. I recently gave a talk with some government execs, and this probably was one of the aspects of the talk that really resonated with them. Taking control of your sleep, how to make sure it's the best quality sleep that we can imagine. So let's get this bad boy started. By the way, happy 2026. Let's go. It's going to be the year of agency, taking control of your own health, baby. Let's go. Prevention over prescription. All right. Step 1, getting outside and getting that sunlight on your eyes first thing in the morning. This is magical in so many ways, but the main thing that it's doing is it's resetting your circadian rhythm. And what does that do? We're going to start to reduce that cortisol, increase that melatonin, and get you ready for the sleep. And so these are winter months. A lot of you listening are in Canada, not always able to get that sunlight, but that might mean on your coffee break, going outside and getting that 10 minutes of sun, bundling up and doing that bad boy. And not only are you resetting that circadian rhythm, but in my opinion, you're also getting that fresh air. You're getting that being outside. You're getting more energized. It's improving your mood. To me, there's a lot of things that also benefit from getting outside first thing. Second that I'm going to highlight is reducing the amount of blue light near bedtime. So what does that mean? A lot of us are staring at our screens right before bed. And what does that do? That is going to suppress your melatonin and delay your sleep initiation, and also impact your quality of sleep. So a couple ways of mitigating that. One is no phones an hour before bedtime. Keep the phones outside of your room. That's ideal. What's practical? Going on Amazon right now and purchasing some $15 blue blocking glasses. So in our house, the adults, mom and dad, we put on our blue blocking glasses probably after supper, because not only are phones emitting blue light, but your television or your computer. So if you're doing work, especially up to close to bedtime, throwing down those blue blocking glasses can be powerful and dramatic, folks. I recently came across a study that showed that it can mildly, from an evidence-based perspective, mildly improve your sleep quality. So to me, it's like a simple hack that doesn't hurt, only costs $15, and can go a long way for those that are not willing, especially, to put down those phones. All right. Third thing that I'll highlight, I kind of alluded to this before, but getting outside, but getting your step count up is a significant tool for improving your sleep quality. So think about those times where you have gone on that European vacation. You're outside enjoying the day, and and you've been getting those 20,000 steps. Think about when your head hits a pillow. I could guarantee you're not stirring and trying to have difficulty falling asleep. You fall asleep hard. And there's evidence to support this. There was a study on some military folks in the U.S. that looked at veterans that increased their step count by 25%. And what they found is that it increased their sleep pressure, which means that they were able to initiate their sleep quicker. That onset of sleep comes on quicker. This is another simple hack, increasing your step count. Not only are you improving your sleep, you are also, by doing so, there's direct links to improving your longevity by increasing your step count. So there's a couple birds that you're hitting with one stone, but specific to sleep, moving more, increasing that step count can have a direct impact on your sleep quality. Third thing I'll say, not eating too close to bedtime. And my theory on this is when your body is working to digest that food and increasing your body temperature, it's that much harder to fall asleep. It's that much harder to wind down. I think this is something that we've also seen when you exercise too close to bedtime. I don't know if any of you guys are hockey players, but if you guys have that 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock bedtime, how long does it take you to wind down before you could actually fall asleep? Your heart rate's up, your body temp is up, and I think this can have a significant impact on your sleep quality. Having that sustained higher body temp and having that cardiac output that's bumping. So to me, not eating too close to bedtime, not exercising too close to bedtime. And I know for many of you, it's hard to squeeze in exercise, but if you are struggling with your sleep quality, and this is something I think is a must. All right. The other things that we could do to help improve sleep quality is in the bedroom, keeping the room as cool as possible. And this is something that wifey and I have battled over because she likes it a little bit warmer than I do. And we purchased the BedJet 3 and we could put links in the show notes. And this has been a great hack. So I keep the temperature lower than she does, and we have so we could set it at two separate temperatures. And honestly, nights that I played hockey, nights that where it's a little bit warmer outside, just decreasing that the temperature, that the settings for the sheet that comes around you, I feel like my sleep quality is improved significantly. So keeping the room as cool as possible, keeping the room as dark as possible. So some people like the eye covers. I use the eye covers personally. Some people like just having the blackout blinds is good enough. But yeah, keeping that room as dark as possible is vital as well. In terms of sleep aids or supplements, most of the sleep aids that we're talking about work as sedatives. So they just make you feel sleepy, but don't necessarily help with sleep quality or sleep or improving your deep sleep or making sure that you go through natural sleep cycles. So when you're taking whether it's Gravol or the Trazodones or the any other sleeping that you might get over the counter or prescribed, you're not necessarily improving your sleep quality. So the caveat to that, the only one that I know that helps you go through normal sleep cycles is melatonin. And the best evidence for that is when you are traveling. So for jet lag and to reset you to the local time zone. But a lot of people take it regularly because once again, it gets you through normal sleep cycles. Personal, and this is just my personal belief. I get a little anxious about taking it regularly because it is a hormone. I do worry the impacts that it has on your own natural ability to create melatonin. And then the other component of that is it's been well established in the literature that which dose you think you're getting might not be the dose you're getting. So it says 1 milligram of melatonin. The ranges of of the actual dose you're getting could be significant. So I personally, I'll take it occasionally, but I'm not a fan of taking it on a regular basis. The other supplement I take daily for sleep and to help me feel more relaxed is magnesium glycinate. So obviously we could bring that on Gaia Nutrition, but magnesium glycinate, this is great for feeling less stressed, helping you wind down. Some data out there to support improving sleep quality. I think there's so little downside to it that I take my 200 to 400 milligrams nightly, and I have no regrets. From a like in terms of supplements in general, or sleep aids, realistically, most of them won't restore your sleep cycles and improve your sleep quality, but magnesium, once again, from my perspective, is little downside. And also, you get the added benefits for those that are having any muscle tension, if they have high blood pressure. So there's help with recovery for those that are active athletes. So those are the other one components of why I like taking magnesium. The other component to try and improve your sleep quality is avoiding alcohol near bedtime. And I know there's a lot of people out there that will say, "Oh man, I could fall asleep like crazy after having whatever form of alcohol." And it is correct that you'll feel more sedate, and so you might have that sleep onset that is enhanced, but your sleep quality is going to be shit. I could promise you that. You are going to not have as good quality and as less deep sleep as a result of taking alcohol. And so this is to me where you got to be smart. If you're going to have anything to drink, make sure it's at least 2 hours before bedtime, maybe even more depending on what you're drinking, or just avoid it altogether. Because once again, you're not improving your sleep quality. You're just falling asleep quicker. So that's, to me, is roughly the list of ways that you could improve your sleep quality. So just at a high level again, getting outside, making sure you get that sunlight, not eating too close to bedtime, staying active throughout the day so you increase that sleep pressure, not exercising too close to bedtime, avoiding alcohol near bedtime, blue blocking glasses, avoiding the screens too close to before going to bed, keeping the room as dark as possible. If you're going to take any supplements, magnesium, cool as possible, also as dark as possible. And I think, find out one or two things there that you could leverage right now, like 80-20, and see how that affects your sleep quality. Because once again, I'm a believer that we're not always, not all of us are going to get to that 7.5 hours of sleep, but certainly we can improve our sleep quality. No, I'm saying. All right, that's all I have to say for this week. I'm going to continue to light up, do these quick mini casts, because I feel like based on the feedback, they're helpful, and they make nice videos on YouTube. I know you guys are going to enjoy these videos, but reach out if you have any questions. We love you. 2026 is going to be a magical year, and really appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.